I am getting ready to go to the end. And with that, I want to make sure that I'm as prepared as possible because I've only gone to the end once. And I think I died like 4 times trying to beat the Ender Dragon. And I'm going to try to reduce the number down to maybe 1 time I die. I want to build a raid farm to get totems of undying, especially that I lost it when I was trying to make the library. And then as well as a potion house so I can start making some potions to protect myself. And I think with that, I should be ready to go to the end to get shulkers because I desperately need shulkers, especially as someone who loves to build. But let's focus first on getting this raid farm and then going to build this potion house. Okay, so I'm in the middle of the ocean because the raid farm YouTube videos that I was watching said that you want to be in the middle of nowhere. So that is where I'm at. And this is where I'm going to build my raid farm. And hopefully it's a bit better than some of the other mob farms I built, but we all shall see. While looking around the area, I noticed a shipwreck and I decided to go check it out to see if it had any treasure. But then I noticed that there would be an issue leaving the shipwreck here because, as you see, a zombie has spawned. So before I even start this raid farm, I'm going to have to go and break this ship down so no pillagers spawn here outside of the raid farm. I built this in creative first because it was the first time ever building this farm and I wanted to make sure I did it correctly because it's in survival, so I can't have a bunch of pillagers trying to hurt me if I built this incorrectly. So it really did help tremendously having the schematic and being able to follow it along. The only scary parts were here when I had to actually add the lava because I had to go under the lava, but even then it wasn't too bad to build. I traveled back to the village, grabbed a villager, and then it was trying to get them up to where the bed was. I have become kind of like a pro when it comes to dirt and boats, but there was one part where the villager almost got unalived. So fortunately, I fixed it before that happened, but that was the only part. And then him being annoying and taking forever to get in the bed. The moment of truth. Now, how am I supposed to get up there? It works! I was so excited that it works, but then I realized that to get more ominous bottles, would I have to build a raid farm? Because this one is for the totems, but to get the ominous bottle, there is another farm. I don't know. I think that I'll just get naturally because I just don't want to be bothered having to do another farm with pillagers. But look, it works. And I am very happy. And look at all those sodas I'm undying. It's perfect. Victory! Let me head home. Where is home? It's east. Southeast is this way. I just upgraded to 26.1 and there seems to be a bug with Litomatica. I have to turn off the shaders, which I think I already have them turned off. Let me see. Yeah, they're disabled. Or the schematic won't work. That is one thing. You have to turn off the shaders for the schematic to work, which is, oh, I'm tired. Not a big deal, but just a heads up for those people who use shader packs. I decided to change the type of block for the tower. At first, I was going to use white concrete, but in the multiplayer server that I'm a part of, I noticed that in one of the builds they're using bone block and it looked really nice. So I wanted to go and get a bunch of bones to make bone blocks and replace that for the concrete that I originally had in the design. Oh, that's pretty. Finally finished the potion house. Let me go on free cam so you can see it. So I actually built this in another world, except it had different colors, but it is mainly the crimson. And the reason I decided to go with the warp crimson is because it's a potion house. It's supposed to be a little more magical and fairy tale-ish than if I would have made it pink. And being that it has the same colors as the other roofs, and then I have been using the warp crimson for other builds, it doesn't look weird. It looks like it fits. I mean, you can tell me if what you think. But now let's go inside. So the inside, as you see here, I have 4 brewing stands and in the middle a cauldron. And then I have barrels where I can put things in. So this is like for the ingredients. This is the nether warped. This is the blaze. And then I probably will also put like the gunpowder and the redstone and the glowstone here. I might actually move the blaze over to this one actually. And then here is an infinite water source, being the fact that you always need water to make the awkward potion. And So this is good, so I don't have to keep like running and going somewhere else to get water. It's here, and then I have like the vines from the nether. I do want to get the other I forgot the name of them, but the green ones or the turquoise ones, but I don't have them yet. And then around here, I'm going to put like the different potion types. I am only going to focus on the ones that actually help me. I'm not going to focus on the negative effect ones. And then if you come here, this is where I have my little nether wart plants uh, garden, my little area to do that. And I also have like shelves here because then I can like put, you know, add them here as well. But yep, this is my little potion house. Oops. And before I say goodbye, I want you all to be with me while I come in here and make some potions. Someone left a comment that I should do a world tour, and I agree, especially now that I've hit 600 days. I feel like I still am like slower than other people, but I will definitely be doing a world tour because there's so many things that I have built, and I still have to build a couple of things later. Oop, there's a traveling villager over there. I'm going to see if wandering trader. So let me see if he has anything that I want. Hi, do you have anything? Let me see. Blue ice. I do need blue ice because I have my nether. Let me see. Mangrove. Okay. All right. Oh my God. So pretty. I was worried that like having this tower and then having that tower was going to be weird, but it actually doesn't look bad. They don't like, oops. And they're different towers too. Like this one's a little bit more prominent, and I just noticed that I need to do something about this. That one too. Okay, I need to get those honeyed up. But they're different tower types. All right. Potion fire. And here's the inside with all the different potions that you can make that just help you out, like the honey, the potion of strength, obviously, night vision, fire resistance, the swiftness, potion of weakness, healing your villagers, the regular water bottle, the honey bottle, and the potion of water breathing. I love this, and now I can make my potions. But thank you for coming along, and next time we're going to go to the end to get shulker boxes, and part of that will be fighting the Ender Dragon. Wish me luck. But I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will talk to everyone later. Bye.